Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Brooks to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the screen. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the run. Mike, 56.
2nd and 2. That one complete. He finds Shark. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Too little, Captain. 56.
Brooks now looking to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
552. You got double up. No. Mike 52 right here.
Here's Brooks from the gun on third down. And he finds Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check. Lucky. Slam. Check three. Hopper.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Brooks. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DJ Chark with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. A.J. Klein gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Big edge.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now Brooks on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Brooks operating from the gun. This is caught. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 56. Right here. Shift. Joker. Go. Motion. Check. Shoot up. 56.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Second and 14. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Brooks to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 22 yards there, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, just like that.
Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Check down to Breida. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Brooks now throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. Henry. Choose the mic.
Here's Brooks to throw on 2nd down. Complete. Smith has it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Falcons grab it. He's got daylight. The 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On first down, Brooks. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now Brooks, operating from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Brooks. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
They run again with Breida. And some room to maneuver. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 39, Rodgers looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 18.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 56 is the mic. It's our kid.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 30 yards there.
And the Saints, first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I'm here all day. 56.
Brooks from the gun, he'll throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Switch gears. Switch gears.
On the ground, this is Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Brooks to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Brooks now operating from the gun. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. That's now 3 turnovers in the second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets out...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That's it, baby. That's it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Taking it about the 36. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, look, 3. Check 3.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Going the other way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really Not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On first down, here's Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We got it. We got it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Go, go. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. And that can be strapped.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood?